Hello. All right, we are live. I believe we are live, actually. Okay, so I believe we are live. So uh, let's just double check that, make it a fact. Live. We are live right now. Hmm. Also, coincidentally, at the same time as Edbound, so I don't expect to get much um traction right now. Ignore the search result. All right, cool. So without further ado, let's get some music on and we'll start animating. Okay, so last live stream we got wait, hold on. Let me wait until we get the music on because otherwise it won't be okay. Let's go with some jazz music, cafe jazz music. Something royalty free, we don't want to get copyrighted on our first stream. Okay, let's see. What about this? See, I don't know if we want ads. So, yeah, no ads. No ads, please. I don't want rain sounds either because it makes you guys think that I'm just in the middle of the rain, like either that or my mic is being staticky because of the rain sound. Um, hmm. No rain. Why do all these have rain? Like, I get it's kind of like relaxing, but if you're wondering why you can't see my screen, it's because I'm doing this on another window. So if I'm talking to myself and it seems like I'm on a computer, then it's just nothing I intend for you to see. This is sad. Perfect. Okay. Let me make sure I can see that. Other end. Well, let me make sure you guys can hear that on the other end. Um, I always forget. It just is not like. Do we have one viewer? Oh, no. Never mind. That was me from earlier before. Just wanna go if anyone joins the stream, please be patient because, you know. Okay, so you guys can't hear that, so let me turn that up. Hello? Okay. There's gotta be some solution to this. Hello? Okay. Um, it's okay, we don't need music, it's fine. Unless you guys can hear it, which I doubt. Yeah, no. Okay, cool. Alright. Hello? Okay, cool. So, without further ado, let's start animating. Um, yeah, this should be a longer stream than the first one that I put out. Yeah, if you guys want, I can catch you up. But basically, what we're animating is a fight scene, a rainy fight scene, which, um, you know, I have experimented with rain effects before, but um, never in this like capacity for a fight. Like, as you know, like that video is still on my channel, but it's the THAC video that I did for 2024, the one where my voice sounded a little different, just a little bit. Um, and in that one, that was my first time experimenting with rain effects. So, um, I decided to give it another go, but this time in the form of a fight scene because obviously, if I tried to do a fight scene for THAC, then the judges, I don't think they would take that very well because usually fight scene animations don't do that great for THAC at least. Um, Spent quite a lot of time adjusting the lighting before stream because I'm very picky when it comes to lighting and everything needs to be perfect. That's just the kind of person I am. If you watched a little bit of the last stream, then you would know that I'm a pretty picky, like perfectionist type of person. So any of my animations that I make usually take a while because they have to be the best quality I think I'm capable of. Obviously, they don't have to be, but yeah, you know what I mean. Right, guys? You know what I mean. Um, last stream, I was like, all woe is me because we had no viewers, but I'm hoping that this time we're going to have a little bit more. I'm not expecting anything too big, but no, just a little bit more. Um, it was funny because last time when I streamed, one person joined and was there for 1 minute, so um, it's pretty lonely. But hopefully, with my increase in followers, like the combined efforts of my increase in followers and the um the potential length of this stream, hopefully we'll get a little bit more traction. Okay, I think that lighting's pretty good. Um, for real this time, I think we're gonna start animating. Okay. Um, the animation is pretty good so far, I would say. I mean, this was something that I was animating before I went on vacation. Not that any of you noticed because my upload schedule has been pretty consistent lately, and there's not really anything that has affected that recently. So you guys know what I mean, right? 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 Oh boy. Oh my god. Dude. Wish I could just stick on one lighting setup, but I can't. Yeah, that's way too bright. My lights are so weird, guys. Um, hopefully though, since my birthday's soon, hopefully, I can get a third light for 3-point lighting, but, you know, one can dream. One can dream. I don't think that looks terrible. Um, here, you know, I wish I had Edbound quality streams so I can show the animation in the corner, but here it is so far. Obviously, the lighting is kind of off because this is pre-editing, so you're gonna have to bear with me, but trust me, the end product's gonna be pretty good. And if you're wondering how I do the rain effects, I have this spray bottle which I use to just spray on the figures, but only once I'm fully satisfied on the lighting, because that's the trick. You don't want the characters to be wet for too long because, that's going to end up, I don't know, can't be good. Can't be good. Like, I don't know what it does, but I don't really want to find out. So, yeah. Um again, there's an Edbound stream right now, so probably not that many viewers yet, but you know, let's just say I got a couple hookups. I might deal with Edbound stream myself, interfere. Might have to interfere, tell him like, call him up, be like, "Yo, Edbound, sorry, man, but you gotta cut off the stream. It's kind of messing with my vibe over here. All my thousands of viewers are like just waiting for me to gain more traction, and they're just distracted by your stream. So sorry, but you're gonna have to call it off, man." And then he's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, totally, hoodie. Yeah, just let me know if if I can do anything else for you in the future. All right?" And I said, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, guy. All right, bud. Um, catch you later." And then he'd be like, "Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Catch you later." All right. So for real this time, we like have to actually decide on a lighting setup. How about this? You guys can't really see a difference, probably, but I have it displayed on like a big monitor that just like allows me to notice every imperfection of my animation. So, lucky me, that's like exactly what I need, right? Just a giant projection of all my mistakes. For real this time, guys, we're locking in. This lighting setup is kind of annoying. But, I've used it for strings attached, and if I can use that setup to make something like strings attached, which I'm pretty proud of, um, I can pretty much use it for anything. Like, this doesn't even go for, like, it's not even just the lights. Like, using stop motion studio in general is just, like, almost perfect for what I need. Like, I don't see myself using any other software in the future except for Dragon Frame, which, as much I was bleh, as much as I would love to get Dragon Frame right now, I don't feel like I've proven that I have the capacity to do Dragon Frame. Like, you know, because it is a monthly subscription, I'm pretty sure. And I don't want to be paying for something that I'm not using. So, or at least if someone else gets it, like if someone else gets it for me as like a gift for Christmas or something, like I don't want to be using it. Well, I do want to be using it. I just don't want to waste it. Okay. We're just going to have to settle for that. Um we're not changing the lighting setup, okay? I promise. I promise we're not changing it anymore. Um Let me just show you real quick. I'm going to kind of show you what I'm trying to animate here, and then we can actually get started. Actually, guys, actually. Um, it's gonna be so hype when the first person joins the stream. It's gonna be so hype. I'm gonna actually be like, I'm gonna show you guys like everything that I want to actually update you guys about, but I can't do that because there's no one here. Like, you guys got to understand, I can't give you all of my precious news if you guys aren't going to tune in for the stream. You get me? Um, Anyways, here is what I'm trying to animate. One watching. Wait, really? Is there actually somebody in the stream? If there is, please comment. Please, please prove you're in the stream. Um, Oh, wow. There is somebody here. Hello, Jamie Murphy. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Um, this prestigious stream. congratulations on being the first member, well, not member, but first person to join my second ever stream. You know, it's a pretty high title. Like, you gotta realize, like, how revolutionary this is for you. You know, it's like you're like one of those people who are like, who like comment on those videos and they're like, remember me when you become famous. You know, like, you're one of those people, whether you like it or not. So I will remember you. Trust me. Um, Here it is. Okay, so this this is what we're kind of going for in the animation. Uh, Hold on, let me pull it up. This. So, um, I'm a very big fan of paperback productions. So, um, yes, paperback productions is, you know, he's pretty inspirational. You know, not gonna lie. His style I really like, but especially how he finds out like ways to use articulation in like things such as minifigures, which are like the least articulate figure ever. Um, but basically, this guy is pretty good, pretty cool, and as you can see in the animation, what I'm going for is you have this guy who's like sliding back, and then he runs, and he kind of tilts his like body a little bit. So he's like winding up for this giant punch, similar to this one right here. Let me just play the clip. Um, Look at that. That is like peak brick filming right here. Absolute brick filming. Um, so yeah. Let me slow that down real quick for you guys. Just so you can see the genius behind this this beautiful animation. Um, Once again, ignore the videos that are popping up on the side. It's a whole thing with like email and stuff. Like, I'm using a different email underneath this account, so just this isn't me, guys. This isn't me. Trust me. Trust me. Except for that, you should probably subscribe to this person. This person's actually like quality videos. Um Anyway, so 2.5 speed. Here we go. Okay, so he winds up. Now that, look at that. Look at that. That pose right there is exactly what pose he's in like right now, pretty much, right? He's like winding up. Um and then once he goes for the actual punch, right? Like, I want that kind of thing, except for he's running towards him. Like, cuz he kind of stays stationary in this like clip, and if I could get him to be like running at him and throw his arms back and like do a giant impact onto this guy's face, that would be beautiful. And I have no idea where I'm going to take the stop motion after he punches the guy, so it might actually be finished after we animate this. Like, yeah. Okay, so that's basically what we're going to do. Hopefully we get to finish this clip today. If not, that's fine, because you guys know, you guys still got a lot of content, right? You guys still see what I'm going for. But yeah. Anyways, this is what we're going for. And you might be wondering, why is this so hard? Why can't you why can't you animate him like and running like sideways like this and punching because this is a rainy scene. And what happens in rainy scenes when you try to use like sticky tack to make a character do something such as run sideways, it usually doesn't work because sticky tack, I don't know if you know this, but stick and water don't really mix up pretty well. So, you have to understand that I'm doing everything in my capacity, but we're still gonna try it because I've done one failed attempt at this animation, which I've deleted, but yeah, there's been one failed attempt and it didn't really look that great. And I also wanted to incorporate camera movement, so that made it really confusing. So hopefully, it would be a miracle if we can get this shot done on stream. That would be pretty cool. But if not, that's fine because, you know, there's always another day. What the heck? Yeah. So there's always another day that we can do it. All right. Let's without further ado, for real, for real, for real this time. Hold up. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Wow, we have two people in the stream right now. That's pretty cool. Now, we had the first person who was viewing. We had them comment. So, second person, make yourself known because um, you know, joining this stream comes with a price, and that price is making yourself known, you know. We can't have any mystery people in the stream, okay? Um, so second person, well, both people who are in the stream. Um, so somebody's on the treadmill right now in my house, which is why I had to leave and why I was silent for a bit. So, please just let me know if you can hear the treadmill in the background. Um, you probably can't because my gain on the microphone is pretty low, but if you can, please let me know because or just let me know if it's like if it bothers you. Um, you know, I'll get it sorted out. Okay. Now I know I said that I would stop messing with the lighting, but um, you know, some things never change, and one thing that will never change for me is constantly worrying about if it's the perfect lighting or not, and if it matches with the shot before it. Which is ironic because there's some light flicker in this, and I haven't changed that, but I'm not willing to go that far to have perfection. Only willing to waste your guys' time. Am I right? Am I right? Just kidding. Um, but yeah, don't be afraid to comment. Two people in the stream, please. I need people. I need something to talk about. Um, unless you're like bots from YouTube designed to make me think that there are people in the stream. If so, if you are, um, please keep quiet then because I'm not ready to know if there's going to be an apocalypse or not. So yeah, it might be better if. Oh, okay. Good to know. Good to know. 100% not a bot. Yeah. Thank you for confirming that. Got me a little bit worried there for a second. Wow. That is crazy. That difference between the lighting is actually insane. Dang, bro, this light. See what this looks like. Oh my god. Okay. I feel like people are playing tricks on me. The lighting was good before, maybe. And now they're like, now the stop motion gods are probably saying, you, how dare you be a perfectionist and the stop motion person at the same time? That isn't gonna get you any videos. What do you think? What are you even thinking? But we're here to prove the stop motion people wrong. Oh my god, this lighting. And yes, this is actually how long it takes me to decide on lighting. Sometimes I get like I'm like ready. I like have everything set up and I'm ready to animate. And as soon as the opportunity comes and I'm like, you know what? Let's do this. Um the lighting, it's always the gosh darn lighting, which is like, are you sure you're satisfied with the lighting? And then I'm like, I don't know, I don't know. And they're like, yeah, that's what we thought. And then I don't even get anything animated for that entire day. Like, it's kind of ridiculous if you think about it. But you know, okay. So I feel like it's been a while since I've actually done something. So let me show you what I animated after the last stream, because the last stream I didn't animate anything. Um, so I animated. So after the last stream, I was like, okay, I owe these guys an animation. So I made this animation. This project is not gonna be made. I'm sorry, it's canceled. The clips might be in a test video or something, but yeah, uh, you know, the animation's all right. I mean, like, I'm pretty satisfied with like the wiping down the counter thing, but like this would obviously be smoother if I intended to actually use it for something, because like, see how slow he takes to go down? Like, I would like get rid of this frame right here. So like if I get rid of that, look at how smooth that is. Look at how much smoother. Like, it looks so much more like, I don't know. It could be just me. And usually it is just me. But I don't know. If any of you in the stream um are aware, maybe too much tack on that cloth. Um yeah, yeah, I agree. Tack doesn't really bother me when like I animate, because like, you know, you can obviously see in the newer animation right here, you can obviously see some tack like sticking out, like especially here, when you got like his arm, right? Um, and you know, I agree there is too much tack, but it doesn't really bother me as much, like, as it does other people. And when it gets to the editing process, I just like do not want to do not want to like edit out the cloth and cheese cloth. tack. I don't want to animate. I don't want to edit it out because it just doesn't really bother me. Like, because I know so many other animators who keep tack in their animations, like this, for example. Um, and I just think about it and I'm like, it's just such a normalized thing to keep your tack in your animations. And I just like, see, you can see it there too. Um, and I just like, at this point, I'm like, meh, whatever. It's just the brick filming community knows what it is, knows it's sticky tack. And, um, like, obviously, if I showed this to like, that's another point where you're right. Like, if I showed this to a regular person, like, who doesn't do brick filming, right? Not a regular person, but you know what I mean. Um, they would be like, "Oh, what's that white stuff?" So that's the case where it would be better to crop it out. Um, but maybe I'm just used to seeing it because I watch people like paper bag and it just doesn't bother me. Um, but yeah, see, this is what happens. This is what happens when people comment, right? I give you a whole paragraph. I give a whole full blown paragraph response. Isn't that great? Okay, time to figure out this lighting. No more stalling. We need to figure this out. Or else the brick filming gods will come and take away my house, which we wouldn't want that, would we? Um, so if you watched my last video, the bodacious one, and you're wondering, did he make it into the next round? Well, no, I didn't. So, however, um, I am pretty satisfied because in the results video, they graded it based on like they also like ranked the biggest like not the biggest, but like the best individual animators, and out of like 28 animators, I was like fourth place. So I will take it. Um, and it is kind of sad. The animators on my team were pretty good. Um, not gonna lie. Yeah, they were pretty good, and I don't think I just think some of our clips could have been longer, and if so, we would have had a more developed story, or at least better animation in total. So, yeah, it is a shame, but you know, we need to move past it because obviously it's not going to be as fair as the normal team cup because you get to pick your teammates and they don't like select them for you, but it's fine. Um this year I've just been like doing stuff as like experimentation. Like for example, Brawl this year was experimentation. Didn't place in Brawl, but it was a good experiment for me to do. I haven't done Brawl ever. And then, I tried THAC this year and then made an incomplete THAC entry. Let me show that on stream real quick because I really don't have that much done of it. Um, here's the incomplete THAC entry. You know, it's all right. I mean, like obviously the clips are like scattered across different stuff, but I feel like if I gave another go at THAC for next year, I'd be way better. Like, and it's just experiments. Like, I also entered BFD, like the BFD contest this year. Again, experimental because I literally didn't make it past the first round. Um, but since then I've learned, okay, what can I do to improve my creativity of my animations? Because my BFD one was like not really that much creativity. I just focused on making it good animation. Um, but like nowadays, if you look at some of my newer stop motions, like I am just like obsessed with my own style of just using um here's the by the way, if you're wondering, this is the bodacious entry. It's already posted on my channel, so if you want to see it, you can go watch that. But anyways, just my style has evolved into many smear frames, and I'm sure if I give another go at BFD next year, um, it's gonna be a whole different story. Even like these small details of like the sand kicking up while running is just something I would have never thought of when I or like at least I would have never even tried to experiment with if I had if um well, not if, but during the contest, that during the time when I entered it. And even like the smear frames is just so many. And, you know, it's just like as I continue to do these experimentation stuff, I'll begin to realize more and more of what my style is. And it'll be fun. It'll be fun to finally realize what I have to like finally nail down what I got going for me. Um, but yeah. You don't gotta go work. Oh shoot. We might have cracked the code. We may have just cracked the code for the lighting. If we just make this a little warmer, please. Please work. No. Wait. Wait. Maybe. Maybe. If we just turn that like if we put this up a little bit. I like that. Wow. Oh shoot, that might be it. All right, we did it. I think did it. All right. Okay. Maybe hopefully we just animate. That's the goal. But I can't take these nights alone. And I don't need no explanation. All right. Okay. Now we're cooking with gas. Or if you don't want to cook with gas, now we're cooking with a gas alternative. Um, all right, let's do it. We're using the spray bottle. And before you question, Hoodie Studios, why would you use the spray bottle? You got many electronics near your setup. Well, underneath my setup, I know you can't see it because I don't want to change the camera angle, but underneath my setup is a towel, so do not worry because we will have insurance just in case the water from the spray bottle leaks underneath the set. An air fryer? Yes, an air fryer. An alternative. That is you know, it's your choice. Whatever you wanna cook with, we're cooking with it. Right now. Right here, right now. So without further ado, let's start the animation. Okay, so Um, maybe if we moved him over like that, and he turns around and he gets punched, right? So if he gets punched with a it would be a left hook from this guy, right? Like he gets punched and he goes like this, right? What would I want to move the camera left or right? Because he is running into the left, but then the guy receives contact and gets to the right. So I'm wondering if this is a like if we got to change the camera angle maybe, but I don't know. Or we just have it pan to the right, like the contact. Yeah, I think we go to the left. Left. We make the camera go to the left the entire time, so it follows him running, and then we could like to make up for it, to make up for like if it looks kind of weird, we could just have the camera shake to have people notice the camera impact, like the impact of the punch over like so so like the impact of the punch distracts them from the camera movement. Maybe that's what we go for. Okay, sounds like a plan. Um, let's just get a little bit more warmth on the lighting, maybe. Maybe if that works, please. Let's go. Okay, cool. Cool. All right. We're officially using the spray bottle. So, watch and learn. This is Hoodie Studio's tutorial on how to add raid to your animations, and it literally means spraying everything that the camera sees once for each frame. And there are plenty of tutorials out there, but you just got the original live confirmed Hoodie Studios tutorial, which is way more valuable than any of the other tutorials out there. Trust me. Okay, so let's put some sticky tack on here and hope that it doesn't lose stick during the animation process. And let's delete that frame because I'm always on the night shift, but I can't stand to take these nights alone. And I don't even know an explanation. Whatever the lyrics are next. Okay, we are almost at the hour mark, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool, if I do say so myself. Um, so it is almost the stream is almost longer than the last stream, which is very cool. Oh no, we lost our second viewer. That's pretty sad. Um, oh man, it's okay, because like I said before, since we're making the stream longer than the first one, we only got one viewer last stream, and so far we've had two viewers. Two viewers. That's crazy. Um, But yeah, it hasn't even been as long as the last stream, and we still have more viewers, and we're gonna make it longer. So if my math is correct, that means we should probably get about maybe five viewers. And hopefully all of them comment at one point in the stream because I have a feeling that the person who just left wasn't a comments person, like just didn't comment at all. So, yeah. But joke's on them because I know they probably left for the Edbound stream. Oh no. The lighting, no. No way. I was just getting ready to animate and the lighting changed, switched up on me. It's a pretty bum thing to do, lighting. I'm not very proud of you right now. I must be doing something wrong because you will not give me any more to get. Bam, 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 bam. Probably some factors like watching it on the TV apps that commentators are silent. Yeah, yeah, makes sense. I mean, but that only means if they're using TV apps, then they're watching it on a TV, which means they can see my imperfections even bigger than I can see them on my monitor. Oh my god, our second viewer just came back. Welcome, second viewer. Unless Jamie Murphy was the one that left and then he came back and commented. That makes sense. So then the one viewer, that would mean there's still one viewer in the chat who hasn't said anything. So they're probably watching it on a TV. That makes sense. Thank you for clarifying. You will not scare me anymore. Wish I could put on music in the background, but I don't think you guys could hear it in the beginning, so it's fine because you guys can just listen to my majestic singing. I'm sure. It's okay. You can thank me later, which is a reference to my old channel name, Thank Us Later, which was a decent name, but, I didn't really do anything with my channel when it was under that name, and I was just like, nobody will notice if I do a complete reboot of the channel and just rename it. So, Hoodie Studios was born. Okay, we haven't animated in one whole hour of this entire stream. We've just been doing like anything but animating, which is kind of sad, but I don't know. Like, I seem to be doing all right. So, and I'm doing something right because there are two people in the stream right now. So that's even more than when I was actually animating. Not saying that I won't animate this entire stream. It's kind of weird. Streams where I'm more inactive. Oh my god. Almost at an hour. And 10, 9, 8. Oh, wait. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. We've reached the hour mark. Congratulations, everyone. We have reached the hour mark, which means doesn't really mean anything. Um, I don't know. Hopefully, it means that thousands of people will flood into the stream and everyone will be commenting and be like, "Oh my god, I know I'm not subscribed to you, but your animations are great." And then everybody subscribes, and then I create like a whole union under my name, and we take over Bricks in Motion and make everybody place in Brawl and Thack, so everybody's happy. That's the dream. Bro, this animation is pretty good. Not gonna lie. It is pretty fantastic. Anyway, speaking of fantastic, um, have any of you watched the movie? You know, trying to get the two people in my stream. No. Unless you're watching on a TV, of course. That's what I've learned. Um, so no pressure to comment if you can't physically comment. But if you can, I don't see why not. Because all that does for you is implement your status that you were here. You were here for the second ever Hoodie Studios stream. Like that doesn't seem as like much of a risk to me. There's nothing you can lose by commenting. Just saying, just saying. Oh my god. The lighting finally fixed itself. We are back. We are back, boys. I'm pretty proud of us. Us. We did it as a whole. Everybody did it. Me and the two people in the stream right now. We all did it together. Everyone is so proud of each other. Because together, we can accomplish anything, such as overthrowing Bricks in Motion, which is something we should totally do. Just kidding. I love you, Bricks in Motion. Please don't kick me out from all of your contests. It's the only way that I have encouragement to animate something. There should be more contests during the school year. Can we talk about that for a sec? Because I know that a lot of people are busy with schoolwork, and when they make contests, not a lot of people are not a lot of people join during school because, they're too busy being academic weapons. Um, but they should do it. Like nothing's stopping them. Like even though even though, they can't even though they don't want to risk it, like what's life without risk? You know? You know. Thank you for the clapping emoji. Yes. Yes. Um Everyone will be clapping once we overthrow Bricks in Motion. And not only will we have everyone place in contests, but we'll have contests during the school year. You will not skip me anymore again. Let me check something real quick. I'm not leaving. Don't worry. Don't worry. I will never leave you ever again. I promise. I swear I will never leave you guys. You will not time me anymore again. Burn it down, 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 down. Okay, so this looks a little too warm to me. Um, and I know you guys are like, here he goes again, critiquing his lighting setup. We should be in for a long stream until he finally animates, which is true because you are going to be in for a long stream. But the second part may or may not be true. Only time will tell because time usually does tell. Usually. Oh my god. Tired. If any of you wonder what I'm animating on, it is literally just an iPhone. And I have the remote camera app installed on the iPhone so that it can take pictures on the iPhone while I can control it from a big monitor. A big, huge monitor. A huge monitor where I can monitor my imperfections. Dang, that was a bar. Oh my god, this lighting setup, bro. I might actually end up animating something different because this animation is like taking way too long for me to get satisfied on something. Um, so what shall I animate other than this? Or should I just, oh my god, three viewers? Three? Three whole viewers? That's crazy. We got 3 viewers in one stream. That's crazy. If you just joined the stream, please make yourself known in the comments because I need I need to know who's watching my stream, other than Jamie Murphy, of course, who has been commenting like crazy. Um, well, not like crazy, but you know, other than Jamie Murphy, because he's the only person who's been commenting. Um, but yeah, please make yourself known, pretty please, because just gotta make sure you're not a bot, designed by YouTube to make me believe that I'm actually getting viewers. You would get that reference if you had joined earlier in the stream. But yeah, we might not end up animating this for the rest of the stream because I just apparently I can't animate on stream without having a perfect lighting setup. Like what is that, bro? It's like yellow. I don't like it. I know you guys probably can't see it because most of you are probably watching through a phone or something, but you know, it's very yellow on my end and I trust me, you will notice it if I make it like when I post this because trust me, we're posting this. And to the 3 viewers who are watching, here's the animation so far because um, you know, trust me, trust me. This is pretty fire. Pretty fire, not gonna lie. Look at that. Okay. And for those of you who are wondering what it is that I'm animating, that I'm trying to animate, you know, not actually animating because why would I animate something on stream? That's just ridiculous, you know? It needs to unless I get perfect lighting. Um so to the people who haven't seen what I'm trying to do, this is basically the kind of thing I'm recreating. See how he slides back, right? And winds up for this punch like sideways. Um then he's basically going to run up sideways and or left cross this guy straight across the face. Um, and this is the kind of wind up I want before he does the punch, like this kind of thing. Let me play it. I slowed it down. But yeah. So he basically I want him to wind up like this, but he's running. Bang. Wow. That's amazing. Okay. If you have not ever seen Paper Bag Productions, you need to check him out because he is literally the GOAT. He's literally the GOAT. I don't know how you haven't seen him yet, but he is the GOAT. You should not be watching me right now. You should probably be watching him. Just kidding. Stay in the stream, please. We need to make this a historic number of viewers compared to my last stream, which only had one viewer. Can you believe it? One viewer. That's crazy. Um, anyways, let's see if I'm gonna try for until we get to the half an hour mark. If I haven't animated until the half an hour mark, we're gonna animate something different because I cannot keep you guys waiting like this and just adjust the lighting every single time. Unless you guys are just here for the talking, which I could just talk and adjust the lighting while you guys just chill. That way, you don't even have to watch the stream. Like, you could just put it on in the background when you listen, when you're like doing something else. Um, I know a lot of animators, like, I do this exact same thing, but like a lot of animators like to put on live streams in the background when they're animating, unless it's just me, which it is something I do. Like literally yesterday, um, I was animating and listening to the Jim Jam Films live stream, which coincidentally was his second ever live stream as well, which is crazy. Um, and I know I only have 3 viewers because of the Edbound stream going on right now, which I probably would be watching if I wasn't live streaming. But anyways, I love to put on streams in the background while I'm animating, but you know, we're gonna have to make an exception this time because I am the one doing the streaming, which is pretty rare because of how many animations I've made without streaming. Like, I remember how locked in I was for the brawl and the I made this for school animations on my channel. Like, I was so locked in, I could not like, of course, I put on stuff in the background, but there was no chance I was streaming at all during those because that would have been a huge distraction, and didn't wanna leak what I was working on. But this, like, I don't even there's a chance this might not be out, so, there wasn't really a point in keeping it a secret. Oh, no. Our viewers just dropped down to 1. That's pretty sad. Oh my god. Both of them left at the same time. Oh, man. They probably got tired of the consistent yapping, but that's fine. It's fine. As long as we keep streaming, we're gonna make it. Um, oh dear is right. Yeah, it's okay though. It's okay. We're gonna stream for mm, maybe 2 hours, 2 more hours. Um, and I will keep my promise. It'll probably be more entertaining once it reaches the hour and a half mark because I'm going to be animating either way. Um, dang it. You know, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not crying. You're crying. You're not anymore thinking. Ball ballin'. Oh my god. Please tell me the lighting stays like this. Too warm, too warm. As much as as much as I would love, this is just a random thought, but as much as I would love to make a tutorial video, like any tutorial video, I just can't see myself doing that because I just don't have enough traction to make it like something that people actually want to watch because usually the tutorial videos that do well are the ones that are actually from like popular like animators. Um oh shoot. Oh my god, I'm stupid. There we go. Okay. Are we good now? Is it I was ready all along. Move on, baby. I was ready all along. Mm, please, please work, brother. You will not tell me anymore. Thinking. That is very staticky. Yeah. I guess all of it is staticky because Lego is so small. You will not see me anymore. Thinking. Okay. Okay, let's think about this. Let's back this up a little bit, maybe. Focus. If you're trying to get close-up shots on your animations and it ends up being staticky, this is like the best thing you can do. Just like back up the camera and zoom in. Like, I know it's like kind of simple, but you know, there was a point in my like stop motion career that when I realized that, I was like, "Oh shoot, this is game changing." Let's go. Oh my god. No. No. This is terrible. Okay, 10 minutes until that mark, so we might just end up animating something random. Hmm. This is quite a debacle, quite a dilemma. Mm. Well, we are gonna be animating for quite a long time, so huh. Hmm. Yeah, we're gonna have to I'm gonna cut it short because I don't wanna wait 10 minutes, so we are actually gonna animate something different now because I'm kinda sick of the lighting not turning out like I want it to, so do not fear. This animation will be completed and posted before the end of summer, but I just can't see myself animating at all. At least, I mean, I'll animate on the stream, but I can't see myself animating this project anymore. So, we're gonna do something a little bit more like I'm just gonna probably animate a test or something like that. Um, without any set building or anything. Or maybe a little bit, because I can't help myself. Okay, let's move the camera then. Man, I miss the times when I had 3 viewers. New stop motion project. It's okay. I need to get my mind off of this animation. Which means the lights are turning on. The lights. All of the lights. All of the lights, turn off the lights in here, baby. Extra bright, I want y'all to see this. Turn off the lights in here, baby. You know what I need. Want you to see everything. Want you to see all of the lights. All of the lights, all of the lights. Oh my god, 2 viewers. 2 viewers. Wow. One more, and that'll be 3. 3 whole viewers. Um, so to the person who just arrived in the stream, unless you're a bot and you don't really care, but um, to the person who just arrived in the stream, what we are doing now, we are animating an even newer thingy. So what we were animating before, you can go back in the stream if you don't know, but we're animating this fight scene that I just could not get the lighting right for. Here it is, right here. I'll show you the whole thing. Just give you a sneak preview, unless you, just in case you haven't seen it yet. But here it is, and yeah. So we could not get the lighting right on that clip. So we are moving on to a new thing where it's probably just going to be like a test video, to be honest. But you know, that's fine because I need to get my mind off of the failure of that project and just animate something. during the stream. So that is exactly what we're going to do. Set up the camera, and we're doing a new stop motion project. Again, I've said this before, so I apologize for repeating myself if you were in the stream before, but do not hesitate to comment, like, at all. Like, please drop a comment. It would be greatly, greatly appreciated. And it doesn't even have to be anything big. It just could just be like, yo, hoodie, just say, like, I don't know, just say something like, yo, hoodie, I'm in your stream. Just anything like that, you know? Doesn't have to be anything crazy. Oh my god. I actually do. See, this is a test video, so you guys better stop me if I'm being too picky about the lighting. However, let's yeah, let's animate something. Let's animate a fight. Now, I know we just came back from a failure of a fight, but this one isn't going to have any crazy consistent lighting. It's going to be all one shot, I think. And yeah, let's just do it. Or maybe I'll just do some test animations with my sig fig, which is probably a good idea because I've never animated with my sig fig, and what better time and place to do it than my first, well, not my first, my second ever live stream. Like, what? That's crazy. Anyways, let's get the sig fig out real quick so that everyone can see. Disclaimer, if I ever do a face reveal in the future, please note that the sig fig doesn't represent an exact replica of me. For example, I do not have brown hair. But however, it does represent who I aspire to be, you know? The person who I wish I saw in the mirror every day. I'm just kidding. You should love yourself for who you are, because because you know, if you can't love yourself for who you are, then it's not something you have to change about yourself. You have to change the own. Well, hold on. Let me rephrase this. If you can't love yourself for who you are, it's not your physicalities that need to change, but your mindset. Mm. Yeah. Anyways, I'm looking for the pants to my sig fig, which I can't find. Oh no. Was that a W speech? Pretty sure it was. Just ignore all the stuttering beforehand. Aha, found the legs. All right. So, oh shoot. I just came to the conclusion that people might not even be commenting because they don't have a YouTube account, which might be weird because some people are like, how could you not have a YouTube account? That's kind of weird. Well, at one point, like for several years, I didn't have a YouTube account just because, I was too lazy to make one, and I wasn't exactly allowed to have YouTube at that time. So there's that too. Okay, this lighting is very dark. That doesn't count as me being picky for the lighting also, because let me just make that clear, okay? I'm not being picky. The lighting is very dark, okay? Everyone can see that, right? It's not just me. Trust me. Man, I really need 3-point lighting. This is like ridiculous. Jeez. Turn off the lights in here, baby. Wow, that is bright. Okay. Oh, shoot. That's because I'm zoomed in so much. That's why it looks so weird. Okay, that's fine. Easy fix. Easy fix. Man, I really need a third light. Like, really, 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 really need a third light. I'm surprised there's 2 people in the chat right now. Haven't really done anything. Okay, there we go. I'm kind of satisfied with that. Now let's see what the picture looks like. Wow, okay. That is very dark. Oh my god. Guys, trust me, I'm not complaining. It's very dark. Okay? That's just and it's not a lighting issue, I don't think. It's just a shutter issue. Or maybe it's a mental issue. What? Jeez. Why is it so, like, oversaturated? Is it something with my settings? Like, I feel like it has to do with my settings somehow. I just if not, the set just isn't bright enough. But, like, I have nothing to light it up with. I just have 2 lights. It's all I can afford. Mm. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hmm. Man, these lights have not been kind to me today. Or maybe, now listen to these bars. Maybe it's less about the light setup and more about my mind set up. Ooh, man. Even though we haven't animated anything, we've still got a lot of inspirational quotes in this video. So, you know, at least we can say, at least we can confirm one thing. Okay, so I'm wondering, I think it's gotta be something with the shutter speed. Like, just the way that I have the settings are just like, I don't know what it is. It's gotta be. Yeah, I really need 3-point lighting. I mean, these lights have served me well on their own for quite a while, but it's come to a point where everything that I take a picture of just looks so like oversaturated. Unless you guys have any tips, but I don't see anything. I don't see how I can animate with this kind of lighting. Maybe put the guy closer. That's the only thing I can think of. Like if I put him closer and then I back up back up how close the camera is. Eh, I guess it's not terrible. Yeah. Oh my god. The Lego dog. What's up? Um, how you doing? Man. All right, we got another person who's commenting. Um, yeah, what's up? Now, the Lego dog. I have a question for you. And Jamie Murphy, if you're still in the chat. I have a question. Does this lighting look good to you for just a regular test animation? Or am I just overthinking? Good? Okay, that's good to hear. I know you're probably responding to me asking how you were doing, so I'm glad you're doing good. But hopefully that response is the same when I ask you if this lighting setup, the lighting looks good. Thank you. Thank you very much. The feedback is much appreciated. Um, Yeah, if you go back in the stream, we were animating something different, and then the lighting I just could not get right. So we're animating something new with new lighting. I think we're just gonna let's start out with a regular run cycle. Maybe a bit dark on the front. Yeah, that's where my opinions were. But I just like cannot get the lighting like I don't know. It's just like the lighting seems to be I don't know. Yeah, cause look, when my camera is set up like this, it looks like perfect lighting, but as soon as I take the picture, it, like, all darkens up. Do you see that? Like and it just, like, turns out like this dark. And I agree with you. I think it's dark in the front also. So, you know, two opposing viewpoints right now. Um, I don't know. I'm afraid to put the shutter speed down a little lower because that'll be like too bright and also encourage light flicker, which we do not need. We never need light flicker. Um, yeah. So, uh, if any of you are watching the stream and you're like, this guy is lowering the shutter speed to make his animations brighter, I should probably do that in my own animations. Please do not. Please do not do that in your own animations because this is a risk I'm willing to take. This is just a test animation, but if you want no light flicker in your animation, make your shutter speed as high as it can be without it being too dark. Because let me tell you from experience that you do not want to mess with shutter speed unless you're like completely desperate. You do not want to make it lower. Should I make a stop motion animation video? Um, yeah. Yeah, totally. I don't know why it took me so long to respond on that, but yeah, totally. Uh, unless like, what other videos do you do? Like, have you ever done a stop motion animation video, or are you just saying like, should you do one right now? I like, I like that. Normally mocks. I mean, if you're used to doing doing like mocks, like stop motion might actually be good. Like I'll make a test on the stream I'm doing and upload it. Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, that sounds good. I think that would be cool. Oh, cool. We got a third viewer. Nice. Yeah, go for it. But like I was saying, like if you do mocks normally, your sets would probably be like very good. So I would say go for it because set building is something that, you know, really stands out, like, can really stand out for people in the animation community. Like, for example, um, I'm trying to think, like, I'm thinking once I finish my Dead Rails mock, I'll do some stop motion. Yeah, just keep in mind, like, it is time consuming, which you probably already know, but I think that's cool. Like, especially like if you got the right audience, like if you're like a fan of a certain theme and like you're able to do like dead rail stuff and like other themes that people really like and enjoy. Um there's not that many stop motion like brick filmers online. So if you want to do like focus on those themes and like put your mocks in the background, I think you could really turn that into something good. As long as you're willing to put the time into it, which, I can't say I'm a good role model for that because sometimes, I just get a little lazy, don't want to animate anything, which is why you can't really find too many videos on my channel as of now. Okay, so we're gonna start off with just a run cycle. Nothing too like deep. Like I'm pretty proud of the run cycle, like which I've developed, which is a variant of like Edbound's run cycle. Um, and you know, speaking of Edbound, he's my main op right now because he's also streaming. It's like top two biggest streamers right now are like me and Edbound. We're like head our like viewer counts are like the exact same. Like you don't it's not even worth like researching. Like I'm gonna put my volume down for a bit and finish this set. All right, cool. As long as you stay in the stream, that'll be nice. Not forcing you to stay in the stream. Okay, don't get me wrong, but you know, as long as you stay in the stream, that's cool. Okay, let's just do a run because we need to animate something in the stream, and runs are pretty easy. And then maybe people can rewatch this video and learn how I do my runs. That would be cool. Um, all right. I'm staying in the stream. Nice. Nice. Okay. Let's do this. Yeah. For real, guys, aren't you proud of me? I'm actually animating something. Shoot. Okay. I forgot to sticky tack down my set. Amateur mistake right there. Um, let's do that actually. Right now. Man, do any of you guys have any of you guys watched like Broham animations? Because like I've never done like really a test video like this. So but like this is giving me like crazy throwback to Broham. Um, you know, if you're new to the stop motion community, like the Lego dog, or I don't know if he's new, but if you're willing, if you want to get into stop motion, right? And like stop motion YouTubing, like you better check out Broham animations because even though he's like not animating anymore, he is like the goat, you know? His animations are actually crazy good. And he got some traction on them too, which is very hard to get in the stop motion community. Like you need to have like really quality videos if you're gonna get like a good amount of traction. I've done stop motion once. It wasn't that good though. You know, I did the same thing for me. Like again, if you're willing to put in the time, like it doesn't like tutorials and stuff like help, but if you're willing to put in the time and you actually like want to animate, um you will learn how to do it. Like it doesn't even require any tutorials or anything. Like you will learn how to animate well and you'll like learn different workarounds and stuff, like ways to do stop motion. Like for example, I had a problem when I was starting in stop motion. Like I wanted to figure out a way that I could animate without having to touch my camera. And here I am using the stop motion studio software which allows you to do exactly that. Like it's literally perfect. Um and like you'll definitely learn as you like continue to if you continue to animate. That's the thing. But you'll learn how to like the different tips and tricks and you'll develop your own style of animation, and eventually you'll like get to know you'll be able to do like anything you really think of in your own style, which is so cool about animation in general. Um yeah. I don't really know if that was the answer you wanted from that comment, but you know, I have a tendency to go on like a random rant about everything animation related. Speaking of long rants, we are almost at the 2-hour mark of the stream, which is pretty cool. I mean, we've already really met my expectations with the amount of viewers we got on the stream. We have 3 right now, which doesn't sound like a lot, but I really appreciate everyone who's stayed in the stream so far. Um, and yeah, let's just keep this train going. Let's actually animate stuff now. Um, okay, let's do it. First frame, boom. Very oversaturated, but that's okay. Boom. Yeah, wow, that is very. This is what happens. It's okay. This is how it works. Like, you will not scare me anymore. Dang it. I always hate when I like critique the lighting and I ended up making it worse than when I critiqued it. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean, guys? Probably not. But I've done something right, which has made people stay in the stream. So I'm assuming everyone knows what I mean when I talk. 2 hours, almost 2 hours. Long stream. How how will this look? Come on, lighting. Come on, lighting. Oh my gosh. Maybe I'll give it a chance. Oh, dude, come on. This like, who is looking at this and saying, "Oh yeah, that's good lighting," if I've ever seen it? You know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Fine. No. Yeah, that's way too oversaturated. I don't care if it's dark, but I'd rather it be dark than very, very saturated, like fake, I guess. But when in doubt, if you're feeling blue about if it how your lighting looks, just make it black and white, which is not what I'm gonna do, but you know, it's always an option. Let's see how that looks. You know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay? We're just doing a run. Let's not use my figure though. I haven't animated with this. I want to use this Andrew Garfield figure because this suit is like a very well done. Like, props to Lego because I feel like they pretty much nailed the suit so that people wouldn't have to buy the really expensive Comic-Con exclusive Lego minifigure for Andrew Garfield. Maybe the lighting would be better if I actually had a set in the background blocking some of the lights, blocking some of the spots where light isn't flowing in, but no, it's fine. Okay, let's do this for real this time. ISO. Again, another thing, do not, I'm a trained professional. Do not attempt to animate. Do not try to mess with the ISO if you're a new animator, because it's very risky if you don't want light flicker. Okay, I don't really care about the lighting anymore, for real. So we're just gonna animate this run, because I have to animate something, or else the brick film gods will come and steal my house. One of the things that I'm pretty hyped about in my animations is that I've really learned how to do all of the run walk cycles. You'll see in my last animation, I've even mastered, well, mastered is kind of a crazy term, but you know, I've even I wouldn't even say perfected, I don't know, but I've even learned the baby walk cycle, like the baby minifigure. Isn't that crazy? Like, if you don't know what I'm talking about, watch my last video, because my last video is pretty peak, and that baby walk cycle is like chef's kiss. You'd know if you were in like, you know, you'd know what I'm talking about if you saw the animation. But I guess you're just gonna have to watch it now, because I can't really tell you now. Now, do I just make this a regular run, or should he do like a flip or something while he's running? Come on, chat. I need you right now. I love this run cycle, but I really wish. Oh no. Oh no. We've dropped down to one viewer again. No. This is pretty sad. Dang it. Okay. Jeez. Okay. You know what? Maybe just animating scares off people, because they're like, I don't even know what I'm doing, but they're they see me animating and Hoodie Studios animating? That's unnatural. Who would ever animate in a Hoodie Studios stream? You know what? It's fine. We're gonna grind it out, because everyone, they see me now. Soon enough, they'll see me at the top. That's the kind of mindset you want to have. I wish I could be I don't know. It would be cool to be part of a stream. I've only ever joined someone else's stream one time, and it was one IB Clip stream, and I was nervous as heck, bro. It wasn't even that long ago. It was a week ago. But I joined an IB Clip stream and there were people in it like that just like I didn't know. So I was like, heck nah. And um I barely talked before I had to leave the stream. So it was funny, but probably never again. No. I hate it when I bump my light. But I don't think it affected it because I promised you guys that I'm not gonna care about lighting. Excuse me. You're excused, brah. I'm not your brah. Or I don't even know how it goes. We've reached the 2-hour mark, though. We've officially reached the 2-hour mark. W's in the chat. I was ready all along. I sure hope somebody else joins the stream. I wonder if it's that same guy who's in the stream. The what's his name? Jamie Murphy? Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if he's still in the stream or if it's just the Lego dog. Or even crazier, if it's just that one guy who's like been joining the stream on and off and just like never comments. That would be crazy. You know what? Okay, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. I love animating run cycles. They're so cool. You should try it sometime. Should I make a run cycle tutorial? It would probably be like if I did make a run cycle tutorial, it would probably be very similar to the Edbound tutorial because that's basically the run cycle I use with some like minor Im- imperfections because like I have my own style. Like all my recent animations are on 10 FPS, which a lot of people would which a lot of people usually don't animate on, which I think is ridiculous because anything above 10 FPS just seems too rushed for me. Like, I don't know. Cuz like whenever I see a very very smooth animation, it usually means like I don't know. Whenever I see like animations online of like when people make like YouTube shorts of like in stop motion, like usually they use extremely high frame rates and they get like thousands of comments saying, "Oh my god, this animation is so smooth." Um, but it really isn't. Like sure, it's smooth, but that's just because it's so fast. Like, oh shoot. Um, yeah, it's just like I don't know. That's just because it's so fast. Like that's the one problem with my run cycles, like, makes it look like they're gliding instead of, like, bouncing while they run. But I'm gonna finish this run cycle because there's no point in not finishing it. All right. Well, I am satisfied with the amount of comments we've got on this video. Like, despite the fact that it's been kind of dual, like, the next time I stream, I'm probably gonna have like a good amount of followers because I'm pretty sure the last stream was like I was at what, like 23 subscribers, and now I have like double that amount. Like I have 53 right now. Um, and how many views have I got on this? How many views? Let me see. Let me check. Refresh YouTube Studio. 6 views. I'll take it. I'll take it. Um, yeah, sure. I'll take 6 views. So I'm guessing the Lego dog is the guy in the stream right now. Um, so thanks, Lego dog. If it's you, let me double check if you guys can hear me, or if I've just been like muted the entire time. All right, we're all good. Oh, 54 subscribers. Wow, we got 1 subscriber, I think, from this. 2 people watching right now. Wow. Unless that was just me checking if you guys can hear me, which it probably was, to be honest. Um, but that's fine. That's all good. You know, I really should like like spread my videos somehow, like even further, so it reaches my audience because most of my videos like do not make it very far unless I advertise them. Hi. Oh, you're back, the Lego dog. Hello. Did you leave? I'm pretty sure you left. Leaved is crazy. Left. I'm pretty sure you left. We just got 1 new subscriber. Do you know that, Lego dog? That's crazy. Um, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was someone in the stream. But if you subscribe right now, the Lego dog, you will be my 55th subscriber. Isn't that crazy? 55th, 55. That's like a big number if you really think about it. I feel like I should have some more bounce into this run cycle. You know what I mean? Like he should be bouncing. This little guy should be bouncing up and down. And I was ready all along. Love is when you try to place it out your mind, but you can't turn the radio down. You can't think of anyone else. And love is when you try to place it out your mind. You can't turn the radio down. You can't think of anyone. Yeah. One viewer, womp womp womp. It's not very fun. But you know what? It's fine. Bro, I have such a temptation, like such a big temptation to just post this, like not the live stream, but the animation I'm doing right now as just a test, because I'm probably gonna animate something else other than the run after before the stream ends. Like sticking with the Spidey theme because everyone loves Spidey, doesn't right? Like it'll be kind of like a Pello Ketchup video, right? Man, have y'all seen like Pello Ketchup is like back? Is that crazy? Like what multiverse are we living in? Because Pello Ketchup is literally back. Like I don't care what you guys say. He is back. Um and hopefully here to stay because if so, I will be extremely happy. Dude, that After Dark project looks pretty fire. Check out the run. Yeah, I need more bounce in my runs. He just looks pretty stiff, not gonna lie. Dang. Okay. I'm still finishing the run, but just something to note for future runs. How do you animate a moving vehicle that's stuck to a plate? Specifically a train. Stuck to a plate. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Like, okay. So, like, it can only stay on the tracks? Is that what you mean? Like, it's not physically stuck to the plate, right? Like, you can move it just only on the tracks. Yes? Okay, cool. So, yeah, if you wanna animate that, the big thing is just, like, easing in and easing out. Like, let me show you an example. Um, like, you can either choose to show a clip of like, if you're showing the train, like, starting up here's an example, right? I did this animation that, like, if you wanna assume that, like, it's like driving like regular, right? You just do like normal, like consistent, moving it the same amount of distance for every shot, every frame. But if you want to do like a picture of it starting up, um, you want to You want to take a picture, pretend this is a train, right? That's one picture. That's one picture. That's one picture. And then that's one, and that's one, and that's one, and then it keeps going. Like you know what I mean? Like easing in and easing out. Here, I'll show you. Like one picture. Hold on. Hold on, get rid of that. Like you take a bunch of pictures, right, of it just stationary like that. And then when it's starting up, you go a little bit forward, a little bit forward, more forward, more, and then like a crazy amount. And then my light's in the way, but see how like fluid that is? See how smooth? It's because you're easing in and easing out. Like the car is building momentum. Same thing for the train. Like when you have the train starting out, like and just like the amount of frames that you have determines how fast you want the train to be. So I could delete this frame right here, and it looks like the car is like takes a little bit to start up, and then it just shoots off, right? You know what I mean? Like I don't know if that's what you like wanted, but that's what I would do if you're trying to make your train like start from like a small, like start stationary and then just like move from there. You know what I mean? But yeah, just like that. And I did that in like 10 seconds. So, and then here's what it looks like animated. So I don't actually have to show you. 10. Actually, you could probably do that on like 8 FPS. Did that answer your question? Like a little higher than that. I just want to make sure that you're not confused like that. Like, doesn't that look so much more fluid if it was just gonna be like consistent movement instead of starting out small and then going big? All right. I just want to make sure you have what you're looking for. Look at that. I literally interrupted the entire animation. That's crazy. Just to help you out, right? Anyway, I hope that helped. Oh, shoot. What if the build is as big as what I'm working on? What do you mean, like the train? Like, are you talking about the train? Like, are you saying, like, what if, like, the train is too big and, like, the camera can't see the whole thing? Not exactly sure. I still want to answer your question. I just don't know what you mean by that. Like what if you say, what if the build is as big as what I'm working on? That you're working on. Wait a minute. Oh shoot. I know what you're talking about. So what if what if the build, like the train build, is as big as your mock, right? Okay. So in that case, you're gonna have to make like a micro scale, if you know what that is. Um, so like for example, if you have like, let me search up some examples. Let me show you because I can't really show you physically, right? So, all right. So micro scale Lego set. Okay. So specifically a train. If your build is like too small to fit the train that you have, I suggest making like a train like this size or something like that so that, hold on, why isn't it letting me show it? Yeah, like this size so that like it can fit into the thing, and then you could just like make the minifigures you're using smaller, like this scale. I don't know. I don't know if I'm answering your questions right, but hopefully, hopefully that's the answer you were looking for. Ready, I was ready all along. Gotta say, it's fantastic. Say that again. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Dead Rails is like a Roblox thing, right? Just to make sure. Because then that makes sense why you would tell me about the Dead Rails mock. I'm going to make the background to make it look like it's moving. Okay, I got you. Okay. I'm gonna make the background look to make it look like it's moving and make the train just come into frame and start off. Okay. I know what you're talking about, right? So, actually, let me show you something. Let me actually show you something. Look, if you want to do that, right? If you want to do that kind of animation, here's one of my animations that I made, this is actually my most recent animation. See how like this baby is walking, right? This baby walks. Um, see how before he starts walking, like the camera starts moving, just like how you're moving the background. Or actually, yeah. See how like the background starts moving, right? Um, and then he starts walking, right? Is that like the kind of thing you're talking about? And then like the camera follows him as he's walking. I'm pretty sure that's what you're talking about. So, yeah, that's cool. Um, so if you're talking about if your build is as big as the background, then and it like blocks the background, like in that case, just stick with the micro scale because there's no other I don't can't really think of any other way unless your background isn't in micro scale, like if the train would look weird in the frame if it was micro scale also. The train is going to be stationary. Oh, so you're just moving the background. Okay. Okay. So if the train is stationary, like I don't really understand what the problem is. Like, does the train just cover the background? And the background is the thing that makes it look like the train is moving. So if you can't see the background, then it won't look like it's moving. Is that what you're like trying to say? If you're looking at my stream, I'll show you. Okay, I'll watch. I'll look at your stream. Hold up. Give me a sec. You're streaming right now? That's crazy. You're streaming while watching a stream. What? Okay. Let's see what you're all about, the Lego dog. Don't worry, I will find you. Not in a creepy way, but I will find your YouTube channel. Okay. The Lego dog. Oh, dog. Cool. Oh, hold on. Let me filter so I can see actually channels. Channel. See if I can find you. The stream is being a little laggy. Hold up. I think the stream is making my computer lag. Oh, I see you. There you are. 217 subscribers. Wow. Oh my god. That's way more than me. That's crazy. All right, let me see. Let's see this. All right, I'm looking at the stream. It's just gotta load. Oh, okay. Okay. I see what you're talking about. Oh, shoot. Okay. Okay, I see. So, what you're gonna want to do is you can't have your camera showing the entire train because if you do, then you don't have enough land to move underneath it, right? So you can only have your camera show part of the train so that so that you have a chunk of land to loop underneath it and like move and then like replace the stuff that's like behind it. You know? You know what I mean? I know what you're talking about though. All right, cool. You'll show the front half of the train. That sounds good. Um, I'm glad I could help you. That was kind of a roller coaster, but we figured it out. Um, yeah, cool. Um, Good luck with your animation though. That'll be I'll make sure to give it a watch if you ever post it to your channel. You know. Um, yeah, cool. And we have another viewer also, which is kind of crazy. Maybe I don't know. Viewers tend to come in when I'm not animating. All right, second viewer, please comment and make sure that I know that you're here because, we have a thing on this channel of making sure that our viewers aren't bots. Unless, of course, you have a TV or something that you literally can't chat in, or you don't even have a YouTube account. It's fine. I've been there. Oh, okay. So it's, yeah, the Lego dog, and then I see one other person in the stream, which is who I'm talking to. I know you're here, Lego dog. You got it. We are at 2 hours and 35 minutes. That's pretty impressive. All right. Let me see how well this video is doing. Probably not too well, but it would be nice. Let's see, go to channel. All right. I'm pretty proud based on the amount of stuff I have on my channel. Like I am pretty satisfied overall with the amount of traction I've gotten because I really don't have that many videos on my channel. And it's hard to expect a wave of subscribers once you have like 7 videos including live streams. That's actually kind of crazy how there's someone, probably all the people who are watching my streams are like, have more subscribers than me. That's crazy. Um, so that's why I pretty much appreciate everyone who joins the stream because there would be no traction. There, this stream probably wouldn't be going at this point if I hadn't had more viewers than the last one. And when I'm saying more viewers, I mean like 2 active viewers. Um, yeah, because last time it could not stay up at 1. And I don't expect to be like a big like stop motion streamer. Um, I just want people to be aware of what I'm working on. Cause 54 subscribers, like at least one of them has to be tuning in, right? I'll get there. I'll get to that point. I have no worries. No worries at all. It is kind of crazy how like some people have that much traction on YouTube, like, and they still only get like a max of like 15 viewers, like for live streams. Um, I am. Hmm. What do you mean I am? Subscribed? Hopefully you are. No, I believe you. Or do I? But it is kind of crazy how people with like I was watching a stream yesterday with like 20 a guy with like 20,000 subscribers and he only had like 15 live viewers in his thing. That was because most of his subscribers were from YouTube Shorts, which is probably why I'm never going to end up doing YouTube Shorts. Like that's not 100% guaranteed, but if I end up doing YouTube Shorts, the audience that I really want is going to disappear. And just like that, we're done the run. We've actually animated something this whole stream. Not my best run, but let me show you let me show you one of the runs that I want to learn, like eventually. Uh-oh. YouTube analytics. 8 views. What? That's crazy. Get me out of here. Give me a regular YouTube. Here's what I was talking about. Broham Animations. Dude, he is the GOAT. I don't care if he's like retired. Bleh, I spelled that wrong. He's still there because he's the GOAT. I don't care if he's like no longer making animations anymore. You better check him out right now because he is literally the GOAT. Anyway, I'm pulling up the run cycle I want to learn. Not okay. Here, cool. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's calm down, Wawa. Let's calm down. We don't need the volume. Okay, look. That run is actually insane. I need to learn that. Yeah. Maybe that's the next thing we're animating. maybe we're gonna try animating this run. I'm currently setting up. Nice. Good luck, because animation, you're gonna need patience, but it'll be worth it. Trust me. Like, most of my videos have been worth it. But while you're at it, you should probably check this guy out, even though he's, retired. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Stay on the stream, please. Um, it's kind of crazy. How are you live streaming and listening to this stream at the same time? Doesn't make sense unless your stream is muted. That would make more sense. Okay, let's slow this down. Okay, take a look at this run. Those strides are huge. Two devices. I have my volume down too. Cool. All right. Well, you might want to turn the volume up on your stream and down. Well, not even down on this one, because we have arrived at the end of the stream. I know I said I was going to animate more, but this is like as far as I could get, and I still animated stuff, pretty proud. Like, it's kind of a solid run cycle, but it's fine. It's fine. Maybe it could be faster. 12 frames per second. All right, I'll take it. But this is the end of the stream. Thank you so much to everyone who joined. It has been pretty fun, even though more than half of the stream has just been me being unsatisfied with my lighting setup. But yeah, this is the end of stream. So thank you for watching. Bye-bye. Yeah, expect a new stream. Not before the end of summer. Probably by the time I do a next stream, I'll have like 100 subs, because this is how things work. Like, last time I did a stream, I had like half the subs. So according to my math, I should have 100 subs by the next stream, and maybe we'll have 5 live viewers. That would be crazy. Okay. Goodbye. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.